Hello, this is Dr. Martina, your online sex therapist and sex educator. We need to spice up our sex life. That's a statement I hear a lot from clients. Or I hear, I am bored with my sex life. Or I want to know what my partner likes sexually and what they don't like sexually. I want to figure out what I like sexually, what I don't like sexually. Those are all statements I hear all the time, and if any of those sound familiar to you, then I have a suggestion for you. And that is a yes, no, maybe list. It's a menu. A menu with yummy options to sexually express yourself, to be sexually nurtured, to try new things, to get new ideas. It is a tool. It is a tool that will zero in on the yeses, definitely what you want to say yes to. It will also expose and put a spotlight on the things that are a definite no. And it will give you an opportunity to find things where there's a possibility of a maybe. You can use this list when you're single, when you're getting ready for a sexual encounter in the near future. It's a great time to make this list because it will give you a chance to really focus on your likes. And it will give you a chance to make sure that you're clear about your no's. And also give you a chance to find possibly new things you would like to try. And there's a lot of excitement about that. And of course for couples, you know, when couples are trying to figure out how to spice up their lives, there's never an appropriate time to really discuss this. Now, getting a list like this, it will create a base for you to communicate clearly where you're standing with your likes and dislikes, and where you're standing with your fantasies, what you would like for fantasy to remain a fantasy, what you could possibly, entertain with a maybe. It will happen at an appropriate time. That is what a yes, no, maybe list is. When you want to discuss sex with your partner or with somebody that you want to have sex with, there's certain rules that apply in order for you to have a respectful, kind, compassionate, and loving conversation. And the same rules apply when you compare your yes, no, maybe list with your partner. There's three things I would like for you to think about when you compare your lists. First of all is no judgment. You will most likely have different answers. So it is important that you spend some time before you compare your lists to prepare yourself for differences. Because when you get a no from your partner where you have a yes, that does not give you reasons to judge, just like you don't want to be judged if it's the other way around. Then the second thing is that a yes, and this is important, a yes does not give you consent. We can go a little crazy with our fantasies if we get a yes from a partner about something that we've been fantasizing and wanting for a very long time. But you have to remember that this list is only in theory. So you will have to get consent before you take action. And the third thing is no manipulation. You putting a yes down next to one of the things you've been wanting to try for a long time does not give you the right to bully your yes, to your partner, and even so they have given you a no. Just because you have a yes, that doesn't mean you can manipulate that. So you will have to respect, both of you have to respect your partner's no. I'm going to give you 3 sources for a list, and each of these sources have something that I like about. You can take a look at all of them and choose, or you can take a look at all of them and create your own list. Now that would be a fun little project. Scarleteen is a great resource for teenagers to have sex education and also to find out about how to have safer sex. And they have a great list of yes, no, maybes. And what I like about it, they created different categories around it, like body boundaries, which is, there's a great list under that category that teaches you how to ask for, how to set up boundaries about your bodies. And that is not only good for teenagers, that is good for people young and old, people like me. I mean, I wish I would have had a list like that, but now I do. So they also give you discussion examples after each category, so you actually get some help in discussing this with your partner. And they also give you a place where you can mark clearly with yes, no, or maybe, and that makes it easier to tally up at the end. Scarlettine. It's a good list. Now the second list is from Sunny Megatron. She's a sex educator that offers a list for people who are interested into kink but don't know where to start. And the reason why I chose this one is for variation, because I think variation is vital for a yes, no, maybe list, because there is just such a large variety of sexual preferences. And the third one is for people who don't like pen and paper. And We Should Try It has a great interactive yes, no, maybe list. It tallies up your answers, and so you can identify the similarities and differences with much less effort. And what they also do is they offer 3 additional answers to yes, no, maybe. I'm already doing that. If the partner likes it, I want more. So it goes a little deeper. So that's for your techie savvy people and for the people who don't like pen and paper. So those are 3 lists that you can obtain. And I hope they help. I hope they inspire you. I hope you contact me if you need any help with identifying things on the list, if you need clarifications. That can be taken care of a phone call with me. I'm here for that. So a yes, no, maybe list is something that I suggest to my clients quite a bit. Sex educators suggest them. It's a great tool if you want to identify boundaries in a current sexual relationship, if you want to find new and exciting ways to spice up your sex life. Now, there's only one thing I need you to remember is, and that answers are not given so you can force them to be changed or so you can judge them. Those are the 2 things you really need to keep in mind. All right, have fun with it, and like I said, contact me if you need any help, and I'll talk to you next week.